Hey guys, it's Ria with today's message from the heart, guidance from the heart of Mother Earth and your own heart, because we're all connected through love and light, through source energy. We are one with Mother Earth. We are one with the universe. We are love and light. And these messages from these cards, which are all images from Mother Earth with images that I received, went outside. They're all just to guide us to become more in tune and aligned with the heart energy so that our reality and our life may reflect that pure love and light and energy and the truest form, our truest desires of who we are. So today's message, I already breathed, shuffled, meditated, and just a little affirmation that I like to say before I start the reading is my heart beats one with Mother Earth, and I flow with the universal energy of love and light. That is my intent. So the card that popped out today is this little guy here. It's a little heart-shaped seaweed, Red Sea plant. You can see it. It's got like little tiny holes in it, and it's on the beach, Old Orchard Beach, sand right on the ocean, and it's pink. And I'm trying to see here. Almost looks like a little image, a little face there in the middle. But I'll read the description first, and then we'll talk about it. The title of the card is Renewal. Feelings of sadness are a necessary part of releasing and cleansing and healing. Recognition and acceptance of these emotions is a letting go of old energies in order to allow a renewal to take place. In order to allow a renewal to take form, filling you with inspired light and love. The tears of a good cry act as a salve for the wounds of the heart, prompting healing. So this card is very appropriate because it is on the ocean. The ocean represents emotions, feelings. The waves of the oceans represent the ups and downs in life, the ups and downs of the flow of our feelings, of our energy, of things that we go through in life. There's an ebb and a flow. There's an ebb and a flow. There's a resting period. Then there's highs and there's lows. So what this is telling us is sometimes when we need to release, when the wave is going down, or you sometimes even feel like your energy or emotions are going down, when the wave turns down, it's a releasing. It's a necessary part of growing and expanding. It is accepting that energy, accepting those sad thoughts, accepting letting go of maybe an old life, an old situation, an old habit, an old relationship, anything that you were emotionally, because of the ocean, emotionally, and the heart represents love, showing you were emotionally attached or you had emotional investment in it. There's a sadness, and that's okay. It's saying to feel the sadness, let it flow, release. Even a good cry, the tears in itself are healing. I heard one time like they're 10% water and 90% feeling, emotions. It's just releasing, and that is very healing. In that, it allows that energy to leave you and leaves room for a new light and love, awareness, say experiences, learns, wisdom gained. When you release, accept and release and cry and let's let it all out and go through maybe even a rest, it allows that energy to leave you and to be replaced with love and light. And that prompts the crying too. It prompts healing. It releases it. It physically is releasing all these little vibes within you, all these little vibes that are in all your cells, these little, I think of as little energy things, little energy substances. And when you're crying, it's kind of loosening it all up and you're letting it go and you're just releasing it. and the heart feels better because it was holding on so tight before, or maybe not wanting to face or accept the sadness that you may be going through. But when you cry, it's just, you can release it. Even the crying itself, like if you're crying, it's like the muscles are able to release instead of being so tight. And to me, and this little heart, see how there's tiny little, like, I don't want to say air pockets, but they're actually like just the way the seaweed is formed, little like holes in it. And to me, those can represent when you release, and you release all those areas, you leave room. All of that, to me, leaves room for new love and light and ideas and energy to flow. And this card is entitled Renewal. So when you release all of that energy, it gives you that space to be renewed with new life, new experiences, new ideas, new inspiration. And it shows to me that it was something very, very close to the heart, very tightly held within you because of the dark, more compact pinkness there, the energy, the substance, the matter. It's much tighter there. And almost, I don't know if you guys can see this in this lighting, but there's almost like a little nose, little eyes, a little mouth right there. Almost as if it is releasing pain. And almost like I can see a little stream coming from the eye, which represents the tears. And I've never seen this image, like that before. And you guys might not see it, but I see images and faces and everything, which are symbolic messages in themselves to me. But that's what I see. I see just a little face experiencing pain, agony, but it's being released in order for renewal to take place. Now I just wanted to try something with a little, just pull a angel tarot card. These cards here. So I already shuffled and breathed, and the card that popped out, I just wanted to experiment a little bit with a little extra information and guidance on this card. And the card that popped out was this one. Sorry. And it's the Four of Air, which is the same as the Four of Swords. And the message of the card is, it's time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So to me, when this card came out, I'm like, oh my God, it goes perfectly. Because what this card is telling us is it's time to rest. What do you do when you're being renewed and releasing all those feelings and emotions? You need to kind of be in a restful state. And then when you rest and you meditate, you stop busying yourself. You stop filling your focus and attention on other things in order to avoid that, which needs to be released within you. So when you rest and you meditate, then you can come and you can feel your within, you can feel your heart, you can feel your emotions, and then you can release them. You can acknowledge them, because that's what they want, is just acknowledgement, and then you can release them. Then you can grow from them. Just like this is saying, the meditation and rest will help to provide the answers. When you release all of that, you don't want to make a decision when you're still caught up in all that sadness, because you might not be seeing clearly. Your body is more in a defensive mode because it is in pain, or it is emotionally distraught, or it is just sad. You don't make as open, clear, informed decisions, because you might be in defense, trying to avoid, you're trying to hide, you're trying to like kind of shield yourself from the world and go in, because you aren't feeling good. You're not feeling open. You're not feeling alive. You're not feeling vibrant. You're not feeling willing to receive, because you're kind of just enveloped in your own emotions of sadness, or trying to repress the sadness. So this is telling us, after we go through that process, we then can be open, just like this little card here is, all the hearts here. Once we can release what's going on in here, we're open to new information. We can make more clear judgment calls, more clear, concise decisions that are more in alignment to our heart. Because say if you're suffering a relationship, and you might feel like a heavy pain, you lost a relationship, or broke up with somebody, or a friendship, or whatever, a partner, and you could be feeling that sadness, and you might be cut off from accepting any other new relationships because of that pain within you. But once you can process it and let it go, then you are more open to receiving new relationships, new energy in your life, because you're healed. And that healing requires acknowledging and releasing, going through rest period, just resting and and even meditating, and then you can kind of clear yourself. You become tuned in and tapped in to what's going on in here. And then after you go through that process, you'll be more alive again. It's almost like this horse here is resting, meditating. It's not making any decisions, but on the outskirts, you get these two other horses, and they're just waiting for him to wake up, waiting for him to be more receiving, be more engaged. But you have to go through that quiet time first. And then the answers will be more clear, more open, and you'll be a more truer representative of your heart and soul, of who you are and what you really want, when you can release all that. So obviously today's message and guidance from Mother Earth and your own individual heart energy is guiding us to simply be quiet, tune into emotions you might be trying to avoid, a good cry if you're feeling sadness, and release that. And then you can, even though you might not feel like you want to get on with life, but releasing it will open you up to the light and the love. And everything serves its purpose. Nothing is ever a waste. And the more that you avoid confronting things, or the more you try to repress things, the more you want to shut it out and not learn or expand from it, then the longer it takes to gain the fruit of that experience. And it might seem wasteful, but when you can heal and go through a renewal, then nothing ever is wasted. Energy just transforms into a brighter, more open, light-filled space. So hopefully these cards go hand in hand. And I love the way that these two horses, like, it's just showing you that once you go through this meditation, once you go through this resting stage, that there's life and there's more energies wanting to come into your life. All right, guys, hopefully this might have helped or guided someone out there. Always listen and tune in to your own heart energy, because it knows the truth, it knows who you are, and it knows how to interpret these guidances and messages that best serve your greatest love and light. Thank you.